Attention Eagles fans, a backstage operation shook the team's defensive market, involving players few expected to move so soon. Between crucial strategic decisions and maneuvers that affect the immediate future of the defense, the team seems to sharpen its aim to strengthen the perimeter, even if it means giving up important pieces. Divided reactions among the fans and provocations from rivals are emerging, creating a tension that only reinforces the urgency for quick results. Welcome! Show your support for the Eagles by hitting 100 likes on today's video. The first highlight goes to Grayland Arnold, a name many Eagles fans may have quickly forgotten, but who remains active in the NFL on a rather unorthodox path. Arnold started his NFL career as an undrafted free agent in 2020 and played 6 games that season for the Eagles before being released. His story is a true portrait of the tough life players face trying to establish themselves in the league, moving through the Houston Texans and more recently the Pittsburgh Steelers, where he struggled to get on the field, landing on injured reserve. Now, he has just signed with the Atlanta Falcons, a move that suggests a new chapter for the defensive back. This signing signals that Arnold still holds value, especially for his performance with the Texans, where mostly on special teams, he also made key defensive contributions. In 2023, he played 28 snaps in a game against the very Falcons that have now hired him, registering 4 tackles and showing he can contribute beyond secondary duties. Arnold's arrival in Atlanta reinforces the Falcons' common strategy of betting on players with practical experience and versatility, even if they are not stars. Looking back at Arnold's early days with the Eagles reveals a player of dedication and resilience who couldn't quite secure his spot on a highly competitive roster, constantly seeking the ideal defensive setup. His cut before the 2021 season and the need to reinvent himself in Houston and Pittsburgh highlight a path filled with uncertainty, but marked by constant effort to stand out. Leaving the Eagles at that moment might have been premature for Arnold, as his career shows he relies more on the right opportunity than random chance on rosters. Arnold's challenge now is to seize the opportunity with the Falcons. Atlanta is known for hunting talents to bolster their defensive backfield and might use the former Eagle as a tactical chameleon, whether in pass defense or special teams. However, it's crucial to see if Arnold can emerge from the shadow of more experienced starters to earn playing time. For Eagles fans, it's a move to watch, especially as a benchmark for players leaving the team and trying to bounce back. On the other hand, the second news item reveals direct moves within the Eagles themselves, focused on strengthening their cornerback unit. Trading defensive tackle Thomas Booker to the Las Vegas Raiders in exchange for third-year cornerback Jakorian Bennett signals the team's drive for perimeter dynamism, critical to face ever more explosive NFL offenses. Bennett, entering his 3rd season, brings fresh competition and variety to a department that already counts on Kelee Ringo, veteran free agent Adoree Jackson, and possibly Eli Ricks. Jakorian Bennett was a 4th-round pick in the 2023 draft by the Raiders and has consistently played as an outside cornerback, the position being contested again in Philadelphia. With 712 of his 820 career snaps outside the numbers, Bennett offers an aggressive and physically capable style suited for one-on-one coverage and high pressure. His profile fits teams valuing tight coverage and strong pass disruption, aspects the Eagles seem to emphasize to protect against deep receptions and open plays. The trade, which also freed space for rookies and other interior defenders, reflects the team's policy to refresh part of the defensive line, giving more chances to young players like Ty Robinson and Gabe Hall. Thomas Booker, despite showing promise and solid performance in summer, was sacrificed for this approach, favoring a more competitive and effective cornerback group, crucial under Vic Fangio's 2nd year as defensive coordinator. Interestingly, Bennett was drafted just before the Eagles selected Ringo, showing Philadelphia had closely studied the defender and viewed him as a complementary or alternative piece for the starting spot battle. This move makes the internal competition even clearer, with Ringo and Jackson battling side by side for the starting job, while Ricks gains extra snaps and could be Fangio's wild card against teams demanding defensive variations. Coordinator Fangio's comments highlight the tightness of this contest, offering praise but pointing out that practical results in practice and games will decide who holds the spot. Fangio emphasizes that Ricks must eliminate mistakes, delivering direct and no-nonsense coaching while acknowledging marked improvement. This competition seems healthy, but tests the roster's patience and ability to absorb high-performance pressure from preseason onward. Beyond technical aspects, the trade might have off-field influences, as former Eagles executives Brandon Hunt and Anthony Patch are now with the Raiders, possibly facilitating the deal. This demonstrates how NFL backrooms operate in networks, with decisions influenced by personal relationships, prior knowledge of players, and professional affinities that impact market and roster building. For fans, this shows the front office aims to assemble a team mixing youth, potential, and tactical maturity. With preseason approaching, the Eagles' roster building and defensive strategies gain utmost urgency. Adding Bennett could be the missing piece to balance pass defense, tested soon against the Cincinnati Bengals. The debate now centers on Fangio's choices for the cornerback combination starting the regular season, a hot topic among analysts and fans alike. In summary, these two news stories reveal parallel paths for the Eagles' defense. One where a non-retained player finds a fresh opportunity in another NFL team, and another where Philadelphia promotes internal renewal and fierce competition at cornerback. These moves signify the franchise's effort to stay competitive in an increasingly dynamic and demanding league, raising the stakes for the 2024 season. Now, here's the reflection. Are these changes a trigger for a defensive leap, or just short-term strategies masking deeper flaws? What exactly is management seeking with these trades and the buy-in on young talent? And for you, fan, which of these moves makes more sense for the team's future? Leave your opinions in the comments. We want to know what you think. If you like this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any news about the Eagles and the entire NFL. Your support is fundamental for us to keep bringing in-depth analyses and precise commentary about what really matters to you, football fans. See you in the next video.